He may have always had a basketball in his hands. You know, you can just tell that. But there's so much more to Zion than what you see on the court. He is a grounded young man who knows where he came from and where he's going.
Look out the windmill with the left hand.
He's 6'7", 285 pounds of jaw-dropping athleticism.
Oh my goodness! He was 3 feet above the rim to hammer it home.
The gravity-defying dunks. Throwing fans into a frenzy. And moves so fast, his shoes can barely keep up.
Slipping and injured is Zion Williamson.
I mean, you can blow out. How many people can blow out a shoe on a court?
I'm not sure.
At just 18 years old, Zion Williamson is being called the future of basketball. After an explosive freshman year at Duke University, he declared for the NBA draft in an emotional Instagram post this April.
I will pursue my next dream and declare for the 2019 NBA draft.
And tomorrow, he's widely expected to be the #1 pick at the NBA draft.
How high can you go?
Everyone is saying with the first pick, the New Orleans Pelicans are going to say your name. What goes through your mind when you think about that #1 pick?
I never saw myself as even being a top 3, top 4 pick, and for people to think that I can go 1, it means a lot to me. It's showing that my hard work is paying off, but I just want to get drafted, period.
#1 picks, LeBron, Shaq, Zion. Going by first name only. Don't even need a second name. I mean, those are some big shoes to fill. You ready?
Those are big shoes to fill, but I'm not looking to fill those. I'm looking to just be the best Zion I can be.
I know that you're aware that the New Orleans Pelicans, that they traded Anthony Davis. So if indeed you are the #1 pick, you will be the face of that franchise. Are you ready to take on, at your age, a role like that, if it should happen?
Gosh, who said that? I'd be the face. I think I'd be ready because I just love this game and I'm a competitor. Whatever I'm doing, I want to win. I think the same for the players that are already there.
When's the first time you had a basketball in your hands?
Probably before I can probably remember.
Zion was just 5 years old when he told his mother he wanted to be a professional basketball player. What was it like being coached by your mom?
I stand by this till this day. She was the hardest coach I ever had. Don't let that mom word fool y'all. We'd be in the car riding back home after my middle school games. My stepdad would be like, yeah, that was a great game. My mom would be like, what? Good game. You missed the pass there, you didn't shoot it there. Her being my biggest critic was the best thing for me, actually.
And it paid off by the time he was in high school. He was already garnering legions of fans, even Drake posting a picture sporting a then 16-year-old Zion's jersey. How do you stay grounded with everything that's coming your way?
There were times when this wasn't here. There were no interviews. There were no fans. Gym was empty. Actually, it wasn't even a gym. It was an outdoor court with me and my stepdad. I just think back to those times when it was just me, my stepdad.
But then you walk in the door here. I didn't even have to know that you were here. I could hear that you were here by the reaction from those young kids. And I know that you spend time with kids. Why is that so important to you to do that?
Because I was a little kid once, and having the chance to meet an NBA player or even a college player when I'm 5 or 6, I mean, I know it would mean a lot. So just to talk to those little kids or sign something, I try to do it as much as possible.
Who has helped you to get to where you are right now?
My mom and my stepdad. They've been there since day one. They've always told me that I can achieve my dreams. I thought you were about to say check ball, but I said, don't make me embarrass you in front of yours.
And he is definitely ready. He's going to go far in the NBA. That's a mentality you have to have. You're not going to play nice. Look, don't buy that smile. He's got that killer instinct. Who are some players in the NBA right now that you look to as a role model to help you at this next level?
I mean, gosh. I'm not going to view him as a role model when I get there, but...
Well, you're a competitor. Oh, okay. I love that. Right.
But people have respect for LeBron because since day one, he had the highest expectations, and he's exceeded all of them on and off the court. Russell Westbrook, I love the tenacity he brings. and Kawhi Leonard, because he don't say much. He just handles his business and just goes on about his day, and I respect that so much.
Just hours away from now, your life is going to change.
I don't see it so much as my life changing. I'm going to still be playing the game I love. I feel like with the circle I have around me, that they'll keep my life the same as it's always been. Just probably more people calling my name.
Apparently he didn't Google me and see my game.
Exactly. You gotta Google it, man.
No, I loved how he responded to that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love such respect. He is so down to earth. He is so humble. His family was there as we did the interview. His little 5-year-old brother was draining shots on the court. But I told him that he had been nominated. I broke some news to him. I said, you've been nominated for an ESPY for Best College Athlete. And he was like, wow. And I was like, you're about to be #1 draft pick. And he's like, that's the kind of, he's just, his passion for everything that he does.
I love how he handled everything. He seems so grounded and so ready. You know, 18 years old, he's so ready. Respectful.
Yeah, right. He was confident, not cocky.
But you better Google Robin Roberts.
Better respect. Don't make me sick.
There's going to be a part 2.
This is what I always say, the older I get, the better I was. You can see more of my exclusive interview with Zion tonight on Nightline. And then the NBA draft on ESPN tomorrow night starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. You better tune in early so you don't miss Zion.